Caitlin Padgett, and I am the founder of Redefining Sobriety. And today's video is all about how to thrive through the holiday season. So the holiday season is often full of stress, and it can also be full of excess, a lot of alcohol, a lot of food, a lot of socializing, family, travel potentially, things that can really also add to your stress levels, and also create a lot of situations that you might be in where you would be tempted to drink more than you want to, or to drink when you're trying not to drink. And so I know, because I've been there and I've been in the holiday season before, I know that sometimes you can really get off track. And that's why I wanted to make sure that you felt supported heading into this holiday season. So I've recorded a couple of videos and also a PDF, and you can access the PDF through the link beneath this video with all of my best tips to really help you not only survive the holiday season, but thrive through the holiday season. You know, in my history, I often ended the holiday season feeling like I needed a detox or a vacation from my vacations. And, you know, I know a lot of people look forward to January as the time where we set intentions or resolutions, or we do a dry January, or we kind of get back on track. But what if we were to approach the holidays in a way that didn't require a detox afterwards? What if we were to approach the holidays in a way that we were really nurturing ourselves and giving ourselves what we needed in order to really thrive and feel great through what could potentially be a stressful time of year? So like anything, if you've watched any of my videos or worked with me or know anything about what I do with Redefining Sobriety, you know that I'm really big on setting intentions. And so a lot of times we focus on what we don't want, or we go back to the story of how difficult things have been. You know, I don't want it to be stressful. You repeat situations that have happened in the past. You kind of go over and over in your head about, you know, what could go wrong. You do what I call future tripping, which is kind of playing out these scenarios in the worst possible scenario. And what I really encourage my clients to do and my community members to do, and what has worked wonders for me as well, is to really set your intentions on how it can go well. Get really clear on what a successful or a thriving holiday season would look like for you, and to really get clear on that image and think about it and think about yourself in these different situations in the best possible light. You know, instead of thinking about everything that could go wrong, really try to think of everything that could go right, or how you might be able to approach these situations differently with new tools, with new resources, with new support, some of which I'm going to share in this video and also in the PDF. So if you want to know more about how to set these intentions, or how to do a visualization like this, or how to really prepare, make sure to download that PDF guide with the link that's in the comments. Another really important strategy is to plan your alternatives. So it's one thing to just say that you don't want to drink, or that you don't want to drink as much, but then you show up to the holiday party and they don't really have alternatives that are appealing to you, or you go to that relative's house and you immediately get offered a glass of wine or alcohol. So for me, preparation, I think they say preparation is king, right? So preparation is queen for me, and I like to go into situations prepared. So what does that mean? Bring your favorite drink with you. Bring like a flavored sparkling water, or a kombucha, or something. I really like, there's some local ginger beer that's made here, which I really love. So, you know, go with your alternatives on hand, so that you're not in a situation where you don't have options that are appealing to you, or maybe they're all really high sugar, or just things that you don't normally want to drink, and you're less tempted by the positive or the healthier options, and you're more tempted than to drink what you would have always drank, or, you know, the alcohol. So going prepared is really important, and often it's really appreciated too. I've gone to holiday parties or just gatherings in general where I've brought the mix to make like a non-alcoholic mojito with berries in it, for example, or something that's sort of festive holiday colors. And you know, people are really, they really appreciate the fact that there are non-alcoholic options that aren't just, you know, soda or something like juice or something like that, or water. So planning ahead and also bringing something festive and something that you can share is a really great strategy. Another strategy is what I call arrive and assess. So we often are in the habit of arriving somewhere and immediately going to the bar or going to get a drink. And if you are practicing moderation, if that's one of your strategies, I would highly recommend arriving and assessing. So what does that mean? It means holding pattern. Arrive, wait, check in with yourself, see how you're feeling, check in with your intentions, give yourself a moment to really visualize how things are going to unfold, and reconnect with the thought that you don't need alcohol in order to do that. And you certainly don't need to have a drink right away in order to survive or thrive that event. So really checking in with yourself, allowing half an hour or 45 minutes to pass before you go for your first drink if you are indeed drinking. Of course, if you're not drinking, don't go for the drink. Pour yourself something non-alcoholic. And I would say pour yourself something non-alcoholic no matter what, because it often feels more comfortable to have something in your hand. You won't feel like you're awkward. You won't have somebody walking up to you and saying, oh, what are you drinking? You know, how come you don't have a drink? Let me grab you one. You know, so being proactive with a non-alcoholic drink and really just holding off a little bit in terms of the alcoholic drink if you are drinking alcohol. Another one is just if you feel stressed and if certain events feel like too much pressure for you or too early on in your sobriety or in your redefining of sobriety, you can stay home. You don't have to go. So, you know, exercise your right to gracefully decline invitations if that is what's easier for you right now. You want to set yourself up for success, not for failure, and you don't need to head into this holiday season testing yourself and thinking that you have to somehow be able to succeed in all of these situations, which can actually be quite stressful. So I have a couple of clients who, heading into this holiday season, they've already decided which events they're going to go to, which are necessary for work, which are not so necessary. And, you know, and they've planned accordingly and they've come up with excuses accordingly and just really set clear boundaries around their time and their energy and where they're going to spend that time and that energy and which situations feel better for them. Another really great strategy is a little mini mantra, and it's a combination of a mantra and what we call finger tapping in emotional freedom technique, which is just tapping on this space in between the front of your finger and your first knuckle. So finger tapping is a tool that you can use anywhere, anytime. You can do it in a way that's subtle. You can do it in the bathroom. You can do it in your car on your way to an event or in transit. And so you just tap a couple of times on this point in between the end of your finger and your knuckle. And then you can add to this, and you can add this mantra, which is a Kundalini mantra, that is peace begins with me. So just tapping on your index finger, you would say peace, middle finger begins, ring finger with, and pinky finger me. Peace begins with me. Taking deep breaths, just checking in with yourself, connecting with your core, your center, your stability, just reminding yourself, peace begins with me. You know, it does. So you have the chance to press that reset button. Peace begins with me. And just keep repeating that to yourself. And take breaks. Go to the bathroom if you need to. Check in with yourself again. This is also where I like essential oils, because if you put a drop of an essential oil that's a grounding scent, tree scents like cedarwood or balsam, or with doTERRA there's the Balance blend, which I really like, or floral scents. Just a drop on each palm, rubbing your hands together, inhaling, feeling yourself ground down and feeling rooted, and just reminding yourself peace begins with me. And finally, get your sleep. Please get your sleep. Be rested. This was one of the absolute, I think, just worst things I used to do for myself, was not sleep and head into the holiday season completely exhausted. And we all know that we don't make the best decisions when we are underslept and we reach for things to self-soothe, and we will often go back to what feels familiar and what's habitual, which is alcohol for many of us. So please, please, please set an earlier bedtime, sleep an extra time if you need to. That with the season as well, we often do need a little bit more rest. Really take good care of yourself heading into this holiday season. Make it a priority to get quality sleep. And one of those ways that you can do that is also to make sure that you are not drinking right up until the time that you go to bed, so that, pace yourself, arrive and assess, alternate alcoholic, non-alcoholic drinks, and make sure that your last alcoholic drink is at least an hour before you go to bed. So those are my top tips for thriving through the holidays. I would love to hear what yours are, and please make sure to sign up for the PDF down below with all of the tips for thriving through the holidays and more, and heading into the new year really feeling great and supported, and just having all of the resources that you need in order to make this holiday season different, and in order to be on a path that you feel good about instead of feeling like you need to start all over again in the new year. So let me know if you have any questions about this. Let me know if there's anything else you would like to see a video about. Make sure to subscribe if you'd like to receive notifications when the next videos come live, because as I said, there's going to be a series of these holiday videos, and I look forward to hearing from you. And happy holidays.